Hello everyone, welcome back to our Cloud Safari short tutorial series. Today I'm back with new topic, which is AWS Backup. So in this video, I'll be talking about AWS Backup, its features, also the difference between AWS Backup and Snapshot, and I'll be showing you hands-on demo on how you can back up your major services like EC2, RDS, and S3, also copying your backup to different regions and restoring them. So be with me till the end of this video. So let's start with this introduction. AWS Backup is a fully managed service of AWS which provides centralized and automated data protection for AWS services as well as hybrid workloads. Talking about its features, the main features are automated backup, scheduling and retention management, centralized data protection monitoring, integration with AWS KMS for encrypted backup, cross-account management with AWS organizations, auditing and compliance reporting with AWS Backup Audit Manager, and write once, read many features with AWS Backup Vault Lock. There are few resources that are supported by AWS Backup at the current time. So these are the resources that are currently supported. So when new services become available, you must enable AWS Backup to use those services. So if you try to create an on-demand backup or backup plan using resources from a service that is not enabled, you receive an error message and cannot complete the process. So make sure to enable it in AWS Backup for the services. Did you know that snapshots are not backup? Yeah, you heard it right. Snapshots and backup are not the same thing, but snapshots and backup are both data protection mechanisms. Let's explore the key differences between snapshots and backup. So let's discuss these differences from AWS perspective. The first one is in AWS, snapshots are stored where the data is created itself, while in backup, the data is separated from the primary storage realm into different storage domains. The second one is AWS snapshots are much more faster and convenient to create but can only be used to restore an entire volume of data, while AWS Backup can take a bit much longer time than snapshots, but they can be used to restore individual files. The third difference is AWS snapshot copies are interdependent with each other, meaning if the master copy is corrupted or any malicious activities happens in that, then other copies will be affected by it. But in AWS Backup, the copies are independent with each other, so there will be no any problem in restoring the other copies even if the master copies or previous copies are being affected. The fourth difference is that the retention period of snapshots are much more shorter than the AWS Backup. In AWS Backup, you can store the backup for months, years, or forever as your wish, but with the AWS snapshots, you can't do that. Another difference is the cost. In AWS, the cost for the AWS snapshot is counted for both data transfer and data storage, but in backup, there is no cost for data transfer, it's only for data storage. So that was all about the differences. Now we are moving into the hands-on demo. Before starting, I would like to mention some of the things that you need. So those are AWS account, you need to have permission for creating AWS Backup, and you need to have already created the resources that you are going to back up. So if you have all these, you are good to go. As you can see, I am on my AWS Backup console. So we start by creating a backup plans. Backup plans usually define your backup requirements, policies, and apply to the resources that you want to protect. So let's create it. We have three options here. You can start with any one, but I'm going with the build a new plan. Start by naming your backup plan. Also name your rule and choose your backup vault. You can choose any one or create a new one. Also define your backup frequency, how often you want to back up, and define the exact time when you want to start your backup. I'm doing 12 here. Also define your local time zone. I'm doing Kathmandu. Also define from when you want to back up your resources. For the point in time recovery, you can check mark that option and give your retention period time. Also, for copying your backup to different regions, you can directly choose here and define the backup vault where you want to copy those backups. Create plan. After that, this section comes where you have to assign your resources by this backup plan. So I'm giving it name. Here you have option include all resources or include specific resources. You can choose specific resources, like I'm choosing S3, EC2 and RDS. And here also you have the option if you want to back up all the instances or specific one by name. So I'm doing specific ones here. And this option here, you can exclude the resources that you don't want to back up. And we assign the resources. And we have created our backup plan. So that was about AWS backup plan. Now let's create using AWS create on-demand backup. So we'll be creating the backup of individual services. So choose the resource type. Now we'll be doing S3. Choose bucket. So you will get this type of error if you don't have sufficient permission. So I'll go to the IAM rules and create a new rule that provides the sufficient rule for creating a backup of S3. So let's create a rule. So you need to have these 4 policies in place for creating the backup for S3. So now we have created rule. Let's attach to IAM rule here. So now it's starting and it is running. As you can see, our S3 bucket has been backed up, and now I'll restore this bucket and also copy this bucket in different regions. So likewise, you can do the same to other resources too. So let's go to backup vault, default, and we have our S3 bucket here, and let's restore it. So you can restore entire bucket or individual objects, and the destination can be same source bucket or existing bucket, or you can create new bucket. I'm using existing bucket. So it's saying that the versioning must be turned on for this. I'll turn on the versioning for this. So I'll use the rest as original, and I'll use the IAM rule that I created. So let's restore this. So it's showing that the backup hasn't failed. Let's see why it has been failed. So it's saying that you cannot restore is the bucket ownership control of backup do not allow the user. So it's basically related to ACLs. Let's go to the bucket itself and see the permission. And here is ownership. So it's disabled here. I think we have to enable here. So let's enable it. Okay, now let's try to back up this again. It will take some time. And now our backup job has been completed. Let's check into the bucket that we have stored. So refresh this. And we have restored the objects that were in another bucket. So now let's copy our bucket into different regions. So we'll go to backup vault and we'll go to the bucket and let's copy. So you can choose a region. I'll choose USP2. And let's keep it filtered. Destination backup vault default. And choose IAM role default and copy. This will take some time. Okay, our copy job has been successfully completed. Let's check in USP2 if it's there or not to make sure. Let's go to backup vault, default. So AWS bucket has been successfully copied here, and you can restore by doing the same like we did before. So that's it. So before the end of this video, I wanted to show you one last thing. Remember the backup plan that we created in the first. So the backup plan needs some time or days to implement. So I wanted to show it to last. So let's see what the backup plan did. Let's go to backup plans console, and here is the plan. And here you can see what the plan did, right? So AWS bucket is failed to back up because it did not have the right permission that I showed early in the video regarding the IAM permission. We have not created early on, so it just failed because of permission. And you can see database has been successfully backed up, and instance had been not backed up because I have terminated the instance that day, and it could not take the backup of those, and database was completely backed up successfully. So this was the plan, and it was backing up at the same time at 12 UTC. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope it was really helpful to you, and if you have any comments regarding video or the topics, you can comment down below. And for the future cloud related topics and DevOps related topics, you can subscribe to our channel and stay tuned. Bye bye.